Hey everyone, welcome back. If you're someone who's been searching for real answers, updates, and honest breakdowns about the Icarus Console Edition, you're in the right place. I focus on digging through the noise, doing the research, and bringing you the kind of information that actually matters. No fluff, no guesswork, just straight up insights you can use. So if that sounds like something you'd want more of, make sure you stick around because there's a lot more coming. Now, let's get into it. I went all in on this one, digging deep across the internet, searching through countless posts, threads, and discussions to uncover anything I could about the future of the Icarus Console Edition. But here's the problem. There's no single official place, no dedicated site, no clear roadmap, nothing you can just check to see what's actually coming next for console players. So instead, I had to piece everything together myself, pulling information from places like Reddit and Discord. And while some of it feels legit, it's still scattered, unclear, and far from the kind of solid, confirmed updates you'd expect, which means what we're looking at here isn't a clean roadmap, it's a puzzle. Now, when it comes to transparency and the whole roadmap situation, I actually came across a really interesting comment from one of the developers, and I want you to hear this exactly as it was said. I hope I'm not saying too much here, that bug fixing and quality of life updates are and will continue to be the focus now for the near future. In other words, coming weeks. When we have something more tangible we feel confident about, we will be able to announce something, a roadmap of sorts, detailing what's coming next. Many factors involved, but even then, to put it into perspective, it won't be copy and paste as perhaps some players may expect. That really is not how game development works. We will need to make sure that none of the new content is broken and that none of the old content is affected by it either, at bare minimum. And we are looking at a gap of roughly 70 plus weeks of updates of bug fixes, content, features, to catch up to in tandem with merging basically two different games, code-wise at this point. How will that go? That is something that is impossible to predict in advance. So, yes, we would love to give you a roadmap, etc. as soon as possible, but also we have to do everything in smaller steps in the meantime to make it work long-term for everyone. We're here, we're working, and when we have anything major to share in this regard, you'll definitely hear about it. Now, that right there tells us a lot. What they're basically saying is this: right now, the focus is survival mode for the game itself, bug fixes, quality of life improvements, and stabilizing everything behind the scenes. A roadmap is coming, but only when they're confident enough that it won't fall apart the moment it's released. And maybe the biggest takeaway, this isn't just about adding new content. It's about catching up on over a year's worth of updates, while essentially merging what feels like two different versions of the game into one. That's not a quick fix. That's a long, unpredictable process. So, yeah, it might be frustrating not having clear answers right now, but based on this, it's not silence because nothing is happening. It's silence because a lot is happening, and they're not ready to promise anything just yet. Now, if you ask me, this is actually good communication. At least we're getting something. And honestly, that's more than a lot of games offer in situations like this. Because at the end of the day, what they're really asking from us is time. And there's something else I've noticed too, a pattern of consistent weekly updates, and that's a big deal. It means there's a steady flow of bug fixes coming in, and more importantly, it shows the developers are actively working on the game. That said, I also see where the frustration is coming from. A lot of players are struggling with bugs and overall gameplay issues, like losing a tamed creature you spent hours grinding for, leveling up and taking care of. That kind of thing hits hard. And yeah, I feel it too. When you run into a glitch that's borderline game-breaking, it's frustrating, no question about it. But let's address the elephant in the room. Why was the game released in this state? We all kind of know the answer. But as players, there's not much we can really do about that now. What we can do is look at where things are headed. And after going through all this research, it's pretty clear. To get to the bigger stuff, like new content, Elysium, or the Tier 5 tech tree on console, we're going to need to go through weeks, maybe even longer, of quality of life updates first. But honestly, I don't even mind that, because there's still plenty to do. Whether it's Olympus or Prometheus, open world is still a lot of fun. I've put in over 300 hours myself, and I'm still nowhere near getting all the gear I want from the workshop, or completing all the PlayStation trophies. And before I wrap this up, I just want to throw this out there. If by any chance someone from the dev team is watching this, please take a look at the FPS stability and those frame rate stutters. That would make a huge difference. And at the same time, thank you for being transparent and keeping us in the loop. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.